42 electrifying games, 8 teams, 1 champion. It all comes down to this very moment. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium, where the finals of the Emirates D10 2026 is about to get underway. The game between Emirates Blues versus Dubai. What an event, what a platform, what atmosphere about to get underway here. Well, we have an exciting segment coming your way with regards to the finals.
It's time for one final race. It's time for the finale. What a tournament this has been. The Emirates D10 2026. Action-packed drama. Not just that. It's been explosive. It's been electrifying. And it's been complete power package drama. Here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium, no better venue could have hosted this kind of a tournament. Probably one of the best in the world with the kind of intensity. But 44 games have been done. And it's time for game number 45, the all-important finale. It's time for the trophy. It's time for bragging rights. And that is where two champion sides, Dubai, that are going to be taking on Emirates Blues in the all-important finale. I have two fellow commentators. On my left, it is none other than Atiq Nizam. And on my right, it is none other than Rizwanur Rahman. Two commentators who supported two different teams. And both their teams are in the finale. First talking to Atiq. Atiq, Dubai, very happy, wouldn't you?
Well, they've been absolutely brilliant, haven't they? They've had one of the most outstanding campaigns in this D10. The most successful team, so to say the least, in the league stages. 12 games, 10 wins, 2 losses. And also then in the semi-finals, they were absolutely brutal one day. And here they are from the beginning of the tournament. Well, they were certainly earmarked to be in this very venue at this very time.
On the contrary, it is none other than Emirates Blues. They've been a side to watch out for throughout the tournament. They're also in the finale.
Well, when they started off, they were considered as the underdogs. The way they have panned themselves throughout the tournament has been quite impressive. Ahmed Tariq, young leader, he showed the talent that he possesses. Yes, he could not contribute with the bat, but the strategies that he made were quite overwhelming, to say the least. Talking about the journey, Tanish Suri, he's in sublime form. Talk about Dania Liaquat, Usse Damin, they all chipped in. It has been a wonderful outing for them throughout the tournament.
Now, way the Blues got into the finale with that game against Sharjah, it was a nail-biter, winning by just 5 runs. Contributions coming for everyone. I think you have to be giving them a chance in the finale.
Oh, absolutely. Let's talk about 2 games that they won on the trot, back to back. Talking about the semi-finals, they were brilliant with the bat. They put runs on board. They were quite exceptional with the bowling, starting off with Shahbaz Ali. But what went in their favour is the fielding effort. Usaid Amin was quite, that 6 that he saved got them back into the game. Awais Ali Shah was absolutely magnificent.
On the other hand, if you're talking about Sharjah, oh my goodness gracious me, what a game they've had against Blues. They were the prime favourites, but they lost a cringe thriller. And then when you're going to Dubai, oh boy, that finale, you don't want to be talking about it. They won the game by 82 runs in a 10-over format. Atiq, big smile on your face with them walking in the finale.
Well, I'd say I am truly excited for the kind of talent that's been oozing in the playing 11 for Team Dubai. You look at their lineup, well, it's ably first led by a champion, Ronak Panoli himself, the top run scorer in the Emirates D10 2026. He's already racked up 6 half centuries in the tournament, right now topping the tables. And not far off is batters like Aditya Shetty and also Israr Ahmed, who scored the fastest 50, the record here at the Emirates D10, with a 12-ball half century. And once again, we saw even in the semi-finals where he scored a brilliant 30-odd with 12 deliveries. So they certainly are top order heavy Okay, they are extremely talented, and more often than not throughout the tournament, they've been delivering consistently, and that's what make Dubai extremely dangerous. Not alone talk about their bowling attack. They've got some champions in their lineup, and they certainly can give any team a run for their money. And this finals, I'd say that they've got one hand on the trophy.
Oh boy, emotions flowing. It's time to throw the papers away because it's time for emotions to take over. The prize possession. I want to lift it, I can't. It's time for either of the two captains, Ahmed Tariq or Ronak Panoli. Two people will be dressed in blue. Two commentators will be locking horns in the commentary box. Doesn't matter. You as viewers are going to be action-packed, filled with emotions. Because this is the all-important finale of the Emirates D10 and you're going to be presented with entertainment at its best.
Well, certainly an extremely exciting indeed here in the Combox. And that is what is going to be coming soon. It's the finals of the Emirates D10 2026 Dubai taking on the Emirates Blues. Well, without wasting further time, let's go for the all-important toss where Pranav Mehta is out there with the two captains.
It's time to flip a coin for one final time in the Emirates D10 2026. What an action-packed tournament this has been. And in the finals, we have the destructive Dubais that are going to be facing the resilient Emirates Blues. We have the captains with us, Ronak Panoli for Dubai, Ahmed Tariq for Emirates Blues, and on his left, a very senior statesman, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, the match referee for the evening. Flip the coin, Ronak. Tails is the call. Tail it is. Ahmed, congratulations. What would you like to do and why?
We're going to bowl first.
Any particular reasons?
Yeah, it's a big game. Hopefully, the due is going to increase in the next innings. So hopefully bowl first and then try and restrict them under 120 and then hopefully chase it down in the second innings.
You've had a nail-biting thriller in the semi-finals, won the game by just 5 runs. You're put under the pump. What do you expect from Emirates Blues in the finale?
Absolutely, the boys are real pumped up. Restricting Sharjah with that score, with their batting lineup was brilliant, and everyone is charged up and ready for the finals.
Is it a thought in your mind that both the sides that look to chase, both lost the game?
No, it's fine. It's just a matter of things, and inshallah, hopefully we'll recover this and win this, inshallah.
Any changes in the side?
Yep, we've got 2 changes. Ajay comes in and Temur Ali comes in, Hunain and Saurav misses out.
Final one. Finals, what are you looking to keep them under?
I think anything below 120, 110 would be perfect to chase down because the due is going to come in the second innings.
Good luck, Tariq. Give us a good game.
Thank you.
Ronak, toss not in your favour in the all-important finale. Put into bat first. You would love that.
Yeah, just been our norm throughout the tournament, as I've always said. We're looking to put on some runs on board and let the bowlers do the rest in the second innings.
Is it in your mind that all the teams that have won the toss and opted to bowl first have gone down?
Look, irrespective of what the other team's decisions are, our intent is always clear that we want to come out here and score some runs, and we've done that successfully throughout the tournament, and we did that earlier today as well. So we're going to back our strengths.
They want to keep you under 110. Are you happy with that number?
We're going to look upwards of that. It's a final. You want that extra 10-15 runs as a bonus. But I don't think due is going to come today. We just checked the forecast before coming in to the game. Looks like wind's going to blow throughout the game. So hopefully no due comes, and then that benefits us in the second innings.
Final question on a personal note. Junaid Shamsuddin just around you for the man of the tournament. Is that playing in your mind?
I only see this. I don't care about the man of the tournament as long as Dubai wins its first D tournament.
Good luck, Ronak. Have a good game.
Thank you so much.
Ahmed Tariq, the captain of Emirates Blues, have won the toss in the all-important finale. They want to bowl first. They feel that due is going to be playing a big factor. Not really sure, says Ronak Panoli. It's going to be the finale and it's going to be a nail-biting thriller.
That is a very, very insightful insight there by the two captains, both having contrasting views with regards to what's going to transpire as far as the due factor is concerned in these all important finals. Well, this is the final 11 for Dubai in this all-important finals. Ronak Panoli, once again, who's been in red-hot form, will be topping the batting charts right along with Nilansh Keswani, Israr Ahmed. These three have been in red-hot form. Ali Nazir, Aryan Saxena, Rami Shazad, another very experienced UAE cap player, Ammar Badami, Sanchit Sharma, the all-rounder, and Aditya, Yug Sharma and Taimur Bhatti. The speedster makes the playing 11 for Dubai. Well, Emirates Blues winning the toss, electing to bowl first. This is going to be extremely interesting, so to say the least. And the playing 11 for Emirates Blues, Taimur Ali along with Ahmed Tariq. Right there at the top, the captain, Tanish Suri. Tanish Suri, another prolific run getter. Aftab Alam, Daniel Liaquat, the hard-hitting all-rounder. Will he come good tonight? Usaid Amin, Awais Ali Shah, Shabaz Ali, Tahir Zaman, Matiullah Khan and Ajay Kumar, another very exciting bowler. Well, this is the playing 11 for both teams. Well, after tonight, the curtains will certainly be closed on this magnificent event, the Emirates D10 2026. And when that happens, who will continue the celebration towards the early hours of the morning? Will it be Dubai or will it be the Emirates Blues? Well, to speak more about it, I've got my co-commentator here with me in the combox, Rizwanur Rahman. Well, this is what the last 42 games have led us to, isn't it? This very moment, the grand finale. And what an exciting game in hand.
Thank you very much, Atiq Nizam. We started our journey on the 26th of January. 44 matches have been concluded. It's the 45th match. It's the big finale. What else will you ask for? It's the perfect occasion to celebrate your weekend if you're a cricket fan. Well, for Emirates Blues, it will be Shahbaz Ali who will be starting the proceedings. Ronak Panoli and Nilansh Keswani, the batters, they've made those changes in the semi-final and that gamble has worked in their favor. Ball number 1 coming your way. Shahbaz Ali coming from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end. Good delivery. There was a quicker bumper. We've seen that variable bounce. If you hit the deck hard, you will get that purchase off the surface. Shahbaz Ali, brilliant with the first delivery.
Well, it's crucial to set the tempo early on here, isn't it? The Emirates Blues, a very interesting opinion there by the captain of the Emirates Blues, Ahmed Tariq, deciding to bowl first because of the concern of the dew that might come in towards the latter part of the night. But Ronak Panoli thinks otherwise. Well, starts off with a short ball. Well, that's been pulled into the gap and the first boundary of the innings, the first boundary of the finals. And unsurprisingly, it comes off the bat of the captain. Ronak Panoli is off the mark in style.
Straight away into the action, no half measures, gets in a comfortable position executing that shot. Ronak Panoli, as easy as you like, he exactly knew where the fielder was placed. I tell you what, Atiq, 2 games concluded, semi-final number 1, semi-final number 2. Team batting first. They went and won the contest. This is a very smart move. Well, the point that is mentioned of Tariq with respect to the dew factor, it does make sense. But in a final, in a crunch final, would you opt to put runs on board or are you happy chasing them down?
Well, if it was up to me, Rizwan, I'd believe that it's always best to put the runs on the board, take first lease of the wicket. Because mind you, there's one thing that you need to take into very serious consideration is the scoreboard pressure. It's not an easy task. We already just saw in the 2 semi-finals. Scoreboard pressure getting the better of them. And this is again a bit too short. Ronak Panoli is too good a batter to miss out. And he's got going here.
Straight away into the action. Another half tracker easily picked by Ronak Panoli. The idea was right to clear that inner circle. And boy, I tell you what, I think he does clear that inner circle with comfort and ease. He's a master of finding those gaps. 2 boundaries already in the over. Shahbaz Ali was absolutely magnificent in the game against Sharjah. He was cranking up the pace. Deep point and widest long on outside the 30-yard circle for Ronak Panoli. Trying to fish that outside the off stump. That will be a dot delivery.
Very crucial period of play here for both teams. Dubai will be heavily reliant on their captain, who's got 6 half centuries in this tournament, and he's been the vital backbone for Dubai's success throughout this campaign. And that is what the Emirates Blues will need to try to expose early on here. If they can see the back of the captain, Ronak Panoli, it can perhaps cause those jitters in the stomach there for the batting team. Oh, was there an edge? Yes, there was an edge. A brilliant delivery that literally exploded off the surface. And a tough chance there for the wicket keeper, but it burst through his hands for a boundary. That is the end of the over. We'll spoke more about it. First over done and dusted. Dubai 12 for no loss.
One over 12 for none. Off to a good start, Team Dubai. Ajay Kumar into the attack from the Bukhatir end. Up against Nilansh Keshwani, and what a start for him. He's gone through the gate. Nilansh Keshwani will have to head back for a golden duck. Ajay strikes off the first delivery. Was trying to walk down the surface. And Dubai lose their first wicket. Ajay Kumar providing that much needed breakthrough right at the top. 12 for 1, Dubai. Twelve for 1. In comes Ali Nasir. A surprise move from the Team Dubai. Usually bats it towards the lower middle order. He's been promoted in the big finale. Ali Nasir, the UAE cap player. Beautiful deliveries, completely outfoxed him on that occasion. Ajay Kumar at his extreme best. That was a delivery. Walking down the surface, just did not get to the reach of the ball. And Ajay Kumar straight away into the action. Dismantles the off stump. And look at the celebration, they're quite happy. Nilansh Keshwani, remember, was the player of the match in the semi-final. Outside edge, and that has travelled towards the boundary. Shehbaz Ali just could not get to the reach of it. And in the process, streaky boundary, but Dubai will certainly accept it. There wasn't valiant effort from Shehbaz. First boundary of this over, Ali Nasser. They would love to put runs on the board. They've won most of the matches batting first. Team Dubai walks down the surface. The idea is right. It will be cut off. Aftab does well and they scamper through for a couple of runs. They would want to score as much as possible in the power play. Match official umpire Nadeem Anjum and Mr. Asif, two experienced umpires in UAE.
Comes down the pitch, a very good change of pace there by Ajay Kumar after getting a wicket off the very first ball of his spell, and that too the very big wicket of Nilansh Keswani, who was the man of the match in the semi-finals with a brilliant half century. Well, this is a massive blow here for Dubai early on.
Well, he's known to create some turbulence at the top of the order, Ajay Kumar, and he certainly has done that. He's managed to apply those breaks in the power play. He needs to finish off well. That will be a wide.
Well, you can see the look of the bowler. Let's have a look at that replay once again. Oh, that was mightily close, wasn't it? But that line did belong to the umpire. Last ball coming up of the over. This turning out to be a very good over from Ajay Kumar. Can he finish it off well? Flicked off the pads. That's a boundary down towards the fine leg region. The fielder at short fine had absolutely no chance whatsoever. Ali Nazir, who's been promoted up the order, well, taking full toll there. 2 overs done and dusted. It's 23 for 1. So the floating power play has not been taken as Tahir Zaman comes into the attack. Well, this is Sky. There's a chance. It's running backwards but just evading the fielder in the deep. And they'll come back for a couple. Ronak Panoli would have had his heart in his mouth there for a second on that occasion.
They're still off to a flyer, Atiq, given they've lost Nilansh Keswani. That boundary of that final, the previous over, just giving them that extra advantage in the power play, getting those 23 runs of the first 2 overs. Usually they tend to go with the floating power play, which they have not taken. Trying to cut through towards the square of the wicket on the offside. Ronak Panoli. This is good bowling from Tahir Zaman. Hitting the deck hard. That's the right area. That's exactly whereabouts you've got to be to create some disturbance and some turbulence for the batters.
Well, you'll certainly see in those age groups where the coaches will certainly place some cones there and make you bowl 6 out of 6 on that very place. And this time slightly missing that length. And it was easy pickings, but the fielder in the deep will cut it off. With the floating power play not being taken, they've got a long on. In fact, now for the left-hander, they've got the mid-off up. They've got a sweeper cover in place. They've also got a long on, a deep mid-wicket, a deep square leg, and a deep point. The 5 fielders on the boundary ropes. So expect short balls here at this stage. Nicely bowled there. Tahir Zaman. Well, he's been brilliant in the semi-finals. He was the difference, wasn't it, for the Emirates Blues. Bowled brilliantly. Those tight lines and lanes right there towards the death. Just perhaps made that small difference between Sharjah.
And I think he's tonged those massive maximums as well. He came with a plan, especially towards the lower end of the batting. In the slot, that is high and that is handsome. Anything marginally short, aiming at midland leg, Ronak Panoli will punish you all day and all night long.
What a stroke that was from Ronak Panoli. Look at that for a bat swing. That ball went high and handsome, and it hit the roof of the Sharjah Stadium. Right on the sticker where it said it all started here. And it certainly did, isn't it? The iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Advances down the pitch there. Misses out. So this is perhaps the 3rd or 4th instant, Rizwan, where Ronak Panoli did do that. We'll speak more about it in the next over. 3 overs done. It's 33 for 1. $33 for 1 after 3 overs. Going at a run rate of 11 runs and over. It's Daniel Liaquat, the left-hander, who comes into the attack. Well, he was the difference in that previous game. The semi-finals, dismissing Khalid Shah of the very first ball of his spell. $34 for 1. Ronak Panoli out there, 21 of 11. He will certainly hold the key as he has oftenly done. Well, trying a leg break for a left arm spinner. The Chinaman type.
Well, he mixes it up really well. This is what I like about Daniel Liaquat. It's a very rare case scenario. He gets punished. He's got that peripheral vision. He understands the batter really well. And he makes it quite simple. Just makes it look easy. Bowls to his strength. This is a short ball and that's been punished. Ali Nasser joins the party. And straight away you can see that expression on the face of Daniel Liaquat.
Well, that's the power of this man. When he hits it, it stays hit off the back foot. And the most impressive part of that, Rizwan, was he went down the ground. Imagine the amount of power that you need to generate off the back foot to hit it down over long on's head. He's a special talent, isn't he? 18 of 8 balls for Ali Nazir now. Well, he goes down the ground once again. And the result remains the same. Consecutive sixes of Daniel Liaquat here for Ali Nazir.
Bring it on, says Ali Nasser. Good hit. Clean strike. Went miles up in the air. He shuffles and he shuffles to perfection, Ali Nasser. Well, every single gamble that they have opted for has been paid off. They promoted Ali Nasser up the order at number 3. And straight away he's into action. 24 of 9 deliveries. Straight down the ground. Just be a single.
A very good over here for Dubai. 15 runs have already come off the first 5 balls of Daniel Liaquat. Well, he was the telling difference in the semi-finals. Now he's going for runs. Dubai have negotiated him extremely well at this stage. 48 on the board already. Ronak Panoli on strike. And that was perhaps just sliding down the leg side. A quicker one on the occasion by Daniel. A dot ball to end it. Good over for Dubai. 4 done, 48 for 1. .48 for 1 after 4 overs. And it's Matiullah Khan who comes now into the attack to bowl the 5th over. Going at 12 runs and over here, Dubai. Well, that is crashed absolutely off the middle of the bat. That's gone to the boundary at a speed of knots. Brings the 50 up for Dubai.
Well. Ali Nasser has come with an intent to demolish the opposition. And you can see he's walking down the surface, trying to manufacture a shot. And yet again finding that boundary. He's been in absolutely devastating form. The moment he arrived at the crease, 29 of 11, I think the semi-final, it was Nilansh who was promoted up the order. And now Ali Nasser in the big game.
Oh, good delivery this time. Hitting the block hole, just managing to dig it out. Well, that's been the story of the tournament. Dubai, well, whatever they touch, it seemed to be turning into gold. And whatever the kind of, perhaps when trying to try new combinations has always worked for them in their favor, hasn't it?
Absolutely. And as you rightly mentioned, anything that they are touching is turning out into the goal. Was drifting down the leg side. He just had to direct it. And Ronak Panoli does well.
Easy pickings. Easy pickings for a batter of the class and caliber of Ronak Panoli. Well, he will keep putting them away to the boundary, even in his sleep. You cannot afford to bowl that line and length. 57 for 1 are Dubai, going at above 12.5 runs and over. Well, what kind of a rich vein of form is this man in, isn't it, Ronak? Already 6 half centuries in the tournament. And if Dubai certainly get over the line, I'll tell you, he will make a very serious case for his statement for a player of the series. Matiullah Khan will play a vital role in these finals, just as he did in the semi-finals. He was one of the pick of the bowlers. He was brilliant early on in the day, but bowling now under slightly different conditions. It is under lights. The ball will slightly skid through. There will be some movement and purchase as well. A quick single towards mid-off.
Still a very good over for Dubai. 10 runs already scored of it. They're still going at a very good pace, 12.21 runs an over. With wickets in hand, they can look to propel themselves close to 130, 140 run mark. Did Emirates Blues miss the trick of batting first? We will get to know. Time will tell. They need to bounce back in this game. At the moment, Dubai are in driver's seat. Straight down the ground. Protection in place. A single to conclude over number 5. 60 for 1. Over 60 for 1. In comes Tahir Zaman to complete his spell. Oh, you can't bowl him there. You cannot bowl him there. That's gone onto the roof. Welcome, says Ronak Panoli as he pummels one out of the meat of the bat.
What a way to come in the com box. Ronak Panoli is on fire. He's on action. Back of lane, then he uses the pace of Tahir Zaman, who was the player of the match of the semi-finals. Emirates Blues are in trouble here because Dubai are on a roll. Time to get a new ball. Ronak Panoli doesn't like that old ball, and that's why he's hit it out of the park. A strategy which was followed by Virendra Sehwag back in the days. You don't like the ball, change the ball, hit it out of the ground. And that's exactly what Ronak Panoli has done. In comes the new ball. Tahir Zaman will be under pressure because 10 runs of the first over, and now the very first delivery has been hit for a 6. On a roll, Ronak Panoli, Ali Nasir, two very good players.
Was there an outside edge? We'll have to wait for the umpire's call. It is considered as a bye, so no outside edge. He's come back well, Tahir Zaman, after that magnificent 6 of the blade of Ronak Panoli. Good delivery. He was trying to play that cut shot towards the deep third region.
The reason for that swing is that there is no dew at the moment, and that's the concerning sign. Because Ahmed Tariq, after winning the toss, did mention that he was expecting dew to be entering the Sharjah Cricket Stadium later in the evening, and that's where he wanted to bowl first. Now that dew is not there, it's going to be a concerning sign. Watch out for Tahir Zaman. He's a talent to watch out for. Some decent pace of Tahir Zaman. Beats the inside part of the bat of Ali Nasir, who's looking to express himself. Intense pace. Very strongly built is Tahir Zaman. Fierce bowler. He would want to pick up a wicket here. That's the only way. That's the major way. They're going to be making a comeback in this game. It's not going to be happening any soon because Tahir Zaman is going to be punished through the cover region. The previous delivery, a good one. Ali Nasir better on this occasion.
Quite composed, easy pickings. He exactly knew where the field was placed and he got the desired result. Ali Nasser is moved on to 35 or 15 deliveries. Dubai are on a roll. It's the big finale. 71 for 1. Remember, Emirates Blues won the toss. They opted to bowl first.
They had the right kind of start by picking up an early wicket. But after that, it's all been against them. They promoted a new opener in the semi-final. They've promoted a new one-down player in the all-important finale. And how well has that worked for them?
Yeah, it's been full of surprises from Team Dubai, and every time they've come up with a strategy, I tell you what, it has been paid off. Ali Nasser, and I think it was a very wise move from the management and the skipper to get him play up the order, and he clears the inner circle one more time. Ronak Panoli, he races on to 38. 6 overs gone, 76 for 1.
They've opted for left-arm spin. What do you make of this at this particular moment? I really feel that, different style of bowling from Danial Liaquat. Did you see a left-arm leg spin coming into the action?
Well, he was taken to the cleaners earlier on. 15 runs scored of him. He's definitely a very handy bowling all-rounder to have, or you can call him a batting all-rounder. He's the experienced campaigner, and that's the reason why Ahmed Tariq has opted to bring him back into the attack.
That one was more or less like Paul Adams. I'm not sure if you're able to resemble at the moment Paul Adams back in the days.
Yeah, who forgets that bowler? Quite a different action from South Africa. That was a wide. It took a bit of time, and in the end, the right call was made by the umpire.
Generally a left-arm spinner, but he's opted for a very different kind of an action. Tongs straight down the ground for a single. Final 22 deliveries remaining in the all-important finale. Innings 1. And that's where I feel that Dubai are well in control of the game at the moment.
But they surely are. They definitely are. And I think with wickets in hand, they're going to go all guns blazing. Half tracker, that is smoked out of the stadium. That was a massive hit from Ali Nasser.
Danial Liaquat bowls a half tracker. And look at that applause coming from the captain, Ronak Panoli, who's at the non-strikers end. He certainly enjoyed that. That went probably miles high up in the air, went to orbit and came down. That's how well it was struck from the bat of Ali Nasser. In the form of his life, he's probably been one of those main contenders. Another one, another half-tracker. Not learning from his lessons is Danial Liaquat, and at the moment Ali Nasser is making him pay.
Another half tracker, another half dozen. Take it, says Ali Nasser while he's lit the Sharjah stadium. The pyrotechnics on display from Ali Nasser. He's done exceptionally well. He's raised on to 49 of 19 deliveries. And this is exactly what you wanted one of the senior statesmen to stand up and deliver. And he's done it, Ali Nasser. They've moved on to 91. And just that gentle push. And that will be a dot delivery, a rare dot delivery.
Certainly a rare dot delivery. Went straight to the fielder. Think it is Ahmed Tariq was there. Immediately said no, Ronak Panoli. Cut really well. This will be the 50 for Ali Nazir. Might not be the boundary. They will rush for a couple of runs. And that's where it's going to be. A much needed 50 coming from the bat of Ali Nazir. It's been very expressive and that's where it's been a special one. Look at that celebration. He belongs here, states Ali Nazir.
7 gone, 93 for 1.
They're looking to get Shahbaz back into the attack. This is almost out of desperation. Ajay Kumar hasn't got a lot of role to play in this game. Wonder why that has happened in the last few games.
Cuts it. They've got protection in there. Awais Ali will do the cleanup and Ronak feeding the strike to the beast in form. Ali Nasser. 94 already on board. 17 legal deliveries left. Pranav, what do you think? Where will Dubai land?
If it's anything less than 135, I think they have not done justice to their position. With Ali Nasir and Ronak Panoli, two fierce batters in the middle, I think another 40. What a tonk is that, Ali Nazir. That came out of nowhere. No one was expecting it. It was the off-cutter. Oh boy, Ali Nazir, watch out for him.
This is a special grand finale package for you. That was right off the middle of the bat. And he makes it look so effortless. Ali Nasser, he's on a roll. 57 of 22 deliveries. 100 up for Team Dubai.
100 up. I'm out of breath at the moment. 16 deliveries to go. Ali Nasir is taking me on a ride that I'm not meant to be for. He's overspeeding at the moment. Full toss and cut really well. Two fielders in the deep. Both into action. Ali Nasir is striking so clean that it can't get cleaner than that.
Yeah, right off the sweet spot yet again. They'll be mighty pleased with the effort that they've put in. It's been the batters who've taken the responsibility in most of the games for Team Dubai. They've come with a vision, they've come with a plan, they've come with a template. And I'll tell you what, Pranav, they've executed everything to perfection.
Current run rate 13.6. They would want to get it closer to 150. Quick single direct hit would have been very effective. They're going to be going for one more run. Nothing has worked for Emirates Blues except for that early wicket of Keswani.
Yeah, there was no backing up on that occasion. Had a shy at the stumps. Tahir Zaman. A direct hit would have been interesting. At the moment, it is Team Dubai in the driver's seat.
Player of the tournament online, Ronak Panoli versus Junaid Shamsuddin. Those are the two names that I can think of from the back of my mind. What's your thought?
Well, you have a very strong subconscious memory. You're absolutely right. Both of them fighting it out, and for Ronak, individual awards doesn't matter. That's exactly what he expressed at the toss. That is carved. That is carved to perfection. Valiant effort in the deep. Ali Nasser, this is some special talent for you, ladies and gentlemen.
How has he even struck that? Never looked to hit it hard, just a mere punch through the offside. It's travelled like a trace of bullet. 15 runs from this over of Shahbaz. They were waiting for Shahbaz out of desperation to bowl them out. To bowl an over of brilliance that just turns the tide in their favour. What has happened? 15 runs from this over of Shahbaz with a ball to spare.
Yeah, this is what happens when the top-notch bowlers have been taken to the cleaners. You can see the body language has dropped significantly of Emirates Blues. They can feel the heat. It's a chilly evening, but I tell you what, they surely are under the pump.
At the moment, they are not really sure of what to do or how to do. Don't write them off. They have that kind of an attack as well. Shorter delivery. This has gone high up in the air. Fielder trying to come underneath and won't get there. But in the process, they're going to be getting a single. Ali Nasir wants to. Why not? He wants to take strike. And that's exactly what's going to be happening in the next over. 8 overs done. 109 for the loss of 1 Dubai. If it was all difficult at the moment for Emirates Blues, it is going to get even more tougher. Because even with those 5 fielders in the deep, Dubai was scoring very freely. Now comes an over, the penultimate over of this game, where only 2 fielders allowed outside the circle. Ajay Kumar is going to be having the ball in hand. He's been one of the better bowlers in this tournament. He's had a brilliant ILT20 as well. 11 runs off his first over. That is outrageous from Ali Nazir. Back of length and tonged it straight down the ground. It's almost like a slap.
Well, he's making a mockery of the opposition. He's scoring runs to all corners of the park. Well, he's taken Shahbaz to the cleaners, and now Ajay Kumar. That was a half tracker. Slow one, back of the hand. Thank you very much, says Ali Nasser. It's that kind of start they wanted in the grand finale, and it's that kind of start they've got. They've played fearless cricket throughout Team Dubai, and it has been an incredible outing, to say the least.
27 deliveries that Ali Nasir has faced. He's got on to 72. If he can just hang in there for the next 8 deliveries. Big appeal. Not out, says the umpire. Was it leg byes? Yes, it is leg byes.
Yeah, that was very, very close. Probably might be missing the leg stump. Yeah, probably. And I think that's the reason Empire Asif says that is not out.
You're right. Impact on leg stump. The ball was curling. And that's where probably it would have just gone on to miss the leg stump as well. With that curl. 7 runs of the first 2 deliveries of Ajay Kumar. He's going to be up against Ronak Panoli, who's been waiting on 40 for a very, very long time. Full toss and cut straight to backward point. They won't get a single on this one. Ronak Panoli stays stranded at 40 as Ali Nasir does all the domination.
They certainly is disappointed with that short selection. Didn't pierce the gap straight to the fielder. Well, I think he would look to feed the strike to Ali Nasir. We know Ronak Panoli, he's a selfless cricketer. What he wants, as he rightly pointed out during the toss, is the trophy that he's after. Full toss. This is miles up in the air. Who wants it? Mathiullah calls for it and Mathiullah hangs on to it. He picks up a good catch.
Sometimes a full toss can also get the job done. One of the very effective deliveries in the game of cricket. The batters don't line up for short balls and full tosses, and that's where trying to heave it a little too hard, Ronak Panoli ends up in skying it straight up. 2 wickets down. Ronak Panoli, the latest victim, 40 of 23 deliveries, as he's been caught by Mathiullah in the bowling of Ajay Kumar. Ajay Kumar, slower delivery. Haven't seen anybody bowl slower deliveries than Ajay Kumar. That gap in space to his fastest and slowest delivery has to be one of the biggest.
Oh, great execution, I would say. Quite a impressive bowler he is. And mixes it up really well. Brings the variations to the table. Israr Ahmed walks in at number 4, another destructive batter. Full toss. And they scamper through for a single. 9 gone, 170 for 2. And it's the final over underway.
Mathiullah to bowl that final over, 12 runs of his first over. But Rizwan, 117 for the loss of 2. How well do you expect Emirates Blue to curtail the Dubai below 130?
If it's 130, Pranav, I think they will still fancy their chances, given they have explosive batting lineup. But anything beyond 130 will be difficult. I would still say chasing a total, you will be under pressure. Couple of good overs, just one good over, that required run rate will mount up. Another good Yorker from Mathiullah Khan, and they just pick up a single, and it's the right thing. Let Ali Nasir take as majority of strike as possible.
Now I want to take you back a few days. Dubai versus Sharjah. 159 on the board by Dubai. And Sharjah lost that game by just 7 or 8 runs. The total runs obtained in that particular match was 309. And that is where it's going to be an inspirational moment for the Emirates Blues If Sharjah could get 150 against Dubai, Emirates Blues also have that kind of a firepower.
Well, they've got nothing to lose. They just have to fight it out. They just have to come with a positive intent. Sliced and sliced to perfection. Opening the face of the bat at the right time. Ali Nasser gets a boundary.
This is almost cheating. Ali Nasser is playing in slow-mo. He probably has extra 3 seconds to watch the ball and then choose a shot. That's the kind of form that Ali Nasser is in at the moment. Nothing wrong with the delivery. It was brilliant delivery by Matiullah. But the class, the form of Ali Nasser.
Oh, he's in certainly sublime form. He's picked up a player of the match in the previous games as well. Last 4 deliveries. Full toss, lower full toss, didn't quite time it, falls safe. Tahir Zaman does well to rescue that back. And a couple of runs added to the tally.
What that misfield has done is that it's got Ali Nasser back on strike. Umpire suggesting that you need to be out of the danger area, and immediate apologies coming from Ali Nasser. He's exhausted at the moment, but the job is still not done. 3 deliveries in hand, 78. Can he get into the 90s? That's what he would want to do.
Well, he sure can with shots like that, but did he find the meat of the bat? Yes, he did. And another boundary for Ali Nasser. He moves on to 82.
Wow. Unbelievable striking. Right in the block hole, but still does well to get bat onto ball, find the gap. Almost feels as if Ali Nasser is playing video game at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Unbelievable striking. Razwan, have you seen something better than what Ali Nasser is doing?
And the entire team. Cheeky! And he will take it. That late glide from Ali Nasser. Smart execution. And he picks up another boundary.
Oh boy, if you would have said yes on the previous occasion, I'm going to be asking you that again. Have you seen anything better than what you're viewing at the moment from Ali Nasser's bat? Not just power, but elegance, class, effectiveness, innovation. Figure out more adjectives that can suit the quality of Ali Nasser. What a talent he is. And he's just getting better by the ball. Not better by the day, but better by the ball. That's the kind of progress that is available with Ali Nasser.
Change in the field. Long off, drops inside. We've got deep point in place now. Would he go for the ram shot? He's toying with the field, Ali Nasser. Final delivery. And that is a dot ball. No, they scamper through for a single. There would be a check. Tanish Suri hits the timber.
Really feel that Tanish Suri has taken a little more time than what was available. It's still going to be sent upstairs. But what a knock has that come from the bat of Ali Nasser. 86. And 86 in quick succession. Oh, there's going to be touch and go. More of a touch than go. I think Israr has just made the ground. If that's going to be called as not out, how expensive is this one run going to be for Emirates Blues? Not throwing the ball really too hard is Tanish Suri, and that's where probably Israr might have just had that extra fraction of a second to make the ground. The line belongs to the umpire. Has he crossed the line? That's going to be the question that needs to be answered. This is where the bails are dislodged, and this is the frame at which umpire will have to make a decision. It's going to be indicated as byes. So with that extra run, 134 is what Dubai have got in the all-important finale. 135 is what is required by the Emirates Blues. How did they get there? And this is how the batting card. Dubai that were put into bat first lost Nilanj Keswani very early, but then Ronak Panoli, the captain, and Ali Nazir came together, and together they put on a 100-run stand. 40 of 23 deliveries for Ronak Panoli as he departed back, and Ahmed Nasir was joined by Israr Ahmed. Not much that Israr Ahmed had to do, because Ali Nasir got to 86 not out of just 33 deliveries, and on the back of those extra 6 runs, Dubai have managed to get to 134 for the loss of 2. Runs on board matter in the all-important finale, and that's where Dubai will feel that they've got just good enough runs. Talking about the bowling of Emirates Blues, 2 wickets for Ajay Kumar. In that 2 overs, he conceded 18 runs, but apart from that, everybody else was expensive. Above 12.5, and that's where that kind of an economy is not a great sight in the all-important finale. 13.5 is going to be the required run rate in those 10 overs to get to 135. How did they get to 134? And this is exactly how, in the highlights, it all started from the swinging bat of Ronak Panoli. He was swinging and swinging really well, and that is where the very first delivery that Keswani faced, he was back to the dugout. Ali Nasir started very watchful, but Ronak Panoli was bleeding wrath. He was striking and striking clean, and that's when Ali Nasir joined the party. He went after almost everybody, and once he started striking clean, Ronak Panoli didn't have much to do. He was scoring boundaries and sixes, but Ali Nasir was at a different level. Generally, a car has 5 or 6 gears. Ali Nazir was feeded with a 10-gear transmission, and he was on the 10th gear. He was only dealing in boundaries, and that is where Emirates Blues were feeling the pressure, feeling the wrath of Ali Nazir. In came Ajay Kumar. He did get the back of the captain with a ball that was skied high up in the air, but Ali Nazir continued to do what he does best, striking and striking clean on both sides of the wicket. No answers whatsoever. What's so good about Ali Nazir's innings is that he was very, very calculative, not just fierce power, but also calculated risk and innovation to add on to that. 134 on the board, 135 is what Emirates Blues need to clinch the trophy. Can they clinch the trophy? Yes, no. Answer on the other side of the break.
Well, good evening, welcome back. We're here for the run chase of the grand finale, and this is what transpired with the bat for Dubai early on. Dubai batting first, posting a mammoth 134 for 2 in their 10 overs. And well, Ronak Panoli once again amongst the runs, the captain, 40 of 23. But all the highlights right on that man. Ali Nazir at number 3 coming in and absolutely bludgeoning the bowlers to all parts of the park. 86 of 33 balls in this grand finale. Well, you could not have asked for anything more from your batters. Dubai in a very, very good position. They will certainly believe as they go into the second half. For the bowlers, well, it's been a day of tonking, hasn't it? The pick of the bowlers and perhaps the only one under the wickets column being Ajay Kumar. 2 for 18 of his 2 overs. He's been magnificent today. But unfortunately, the rest of the bowlers, well, all going for runs. 135 runs of 60 balls reads the equation here for the Emirates Blues if they are to get a hand on that coveted trophy. The trophy, the bragging rights for the title of champions of this Emirates D10 2026. Well, we're all in readiness and we're all yet ready to begin. Fielders have begun to take their places. Well, within the next hour or so, which team will it be? Is it going to be Dubai or is it going to be the Emirates Blues? Time will tell. Well, it's the final showpiece here. We're all in readiness. Emirates Blues, they will need to get a good start. It's all to play for. This is what's transpired over the last 42 games. Over 3 weeks of continuous live action. 7 teams battling it out. These 2 final teams will finally lift that trophy tonight. Which of that will it be? Will it be Dubai or will it be the Emirates Blues? We're all in readiness. And here we go. Ball number 1 of second innings. Starts off straight away. A dot ball to begin with. And I've just been joined here in the comm box by the electrifying Pranam Mehta. Pranam, welcome to the comm box, my friend. I'm sure you're licking your lips at this stage, aren't you?
Oh boy, this is going to be a thriller of a finale. Don't forget, both those sides in the semi-finals won the toss and elected to bowl first. And both those teams have gone down. This has gone straight up in the air. Who takes it? Yug under the ball and he holds on to a good catch. Taimur was so important to the Emirates Blues and he's going to be walking back to the dugout early.
Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Well, it is the worst possible start here for the Emirates Blues as one of their main batters, Taimur Ali, walks back to the dugout for a duck in these all-important finals. And Emirates Blues have been set backwards early on. This is a huge setback under the circumstances. No runs on the board and a wicket down here for the Emirates Blues.
Almost 80 or 90 runs with the bat. Now a wicket in the very first over that Ali Nazir bowls. What can he not do, Ali Nazir? Driven straight down the ground. Maybe a little bit of deflection from the shoes of Ali Nazir, and that's where just a single.
Big moment in the game, isn't it? Ali Nazir. Well, they say big games bring in big players. They will certainly keep putting their hands up. And that is Ali Nazir for you. What an innings there with the bat. And once again, Dubai going with Ali Nazir at number 3 was an absolute masterstroke, wasn't it?
Everything that they have panned out throughout the tournament has all worked in their favour. Great effort in the deep. It's not an evening for Keswani. A deflection into the ropes.
Well, unfortunate there. A good piece of effort there in the deep again. A thick outside edge. But this outfield is lightning quick, isn't it? Well, did well to get there. Was just not able to keep it inside the field of play. That was Nilansh Keswani. One of the fastest and the youngest legs going around.
Now they haven't opted for Ahmed Tariq right at the top. You would have noticed that. He's still up in the ranks. How much of difference can Ahmed Tariq's wicket make? At the moment, Ali Nazir is bowling with some serious pace, bending his back hard. He's giving it everything. This is what it means to Ali Nazir.
Well, what a night. What a night this man on your screen is having. Runs with the bat. A wicket of the very second ball. Off your spell. Couldn't have asked for a better day, isn't it, Ali Nazir? Even if Santa had come for a gift for Christmas early on. Oh, there was a misfield there. Will that enable them a couple? It will. Slightly sloppy on that occasion. Pick up a couple of runs in the process.
They need a good start here. We've noticed that both those sides weren't able to have a great start in the power play, and that's where pressure piled on. Now Emirates Blues would fancy their chances because 135 is not a lot. It's achievable. Yes, it's more than what they would have wanted Dubai to get. Big shot. Might just carry all the way. Danish Suri is a player to watch out for. He needs to get many runs if Emirates Blues want to make a chance here. 14 runs from the first over. They've lost a wicket, but that's where they stand. Sanchit Sharma comes into the attack. The required run rate 13.5 at the start. They've got 14 in the first over. Yes, they have lost a wicket, but Sanchit Sharma, he's the bowler they want to target, and the very first delivery has been dispatched for a maximum. Just gentle medium pace and probably with a little bit of dew, not a lot of swing.
Well, what a pickup shot that was from Aftab Alam. He certainly threw the kitchen sink at that. Great piece of timing as well on that occasion, and that wrist work did the rest. Blues, they need a few more of those. 20 for 1. or down the leg side. Aftab Alam will be disappointed he didn't get some bat there because there is no fielder in the deep on the leg side. Some bat on it would certainly have given them a boundary.
7 runs of the first delivery of Sanchit Sharma. They need a weak link. They need to target one particular bowler in that lineup of Dubai. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be Sanchit Sharma? In the air, taken. It's not going to be Sanchit Sharma. The second delivery of Sanchit Sharma has been caught by Aryan. And Aftab is going to be walking back as the second wicket.
Well, another crucial cog in the wheel here for the Emirates Blues. Makes the long walk back to the dugout. This is the start that dreams are made up of here for Dubai. Exactly what the doctor ordered. 2 prolific run scorers back in the hut. Emirates Blues in this grand finale in all sorts of trouble. It's 21 for 2. Well, if any man can turn your luck, it is that man, Daniel Liaquat. One of the most explosive left-handed middle-order batters in the UAE. And straight away starts off with a glorious boundary through the covers. What a stroke to get off the mark.
You can tongue one across the line to deep mid-wicket for a maximum. Or you can play a shot like that, an elegant cover drive all along the ground through the covers. And if you ask a professional cricketer which one would you choose from, you would always say a lovely, gorgeous drive through the covers all along the ground. Nothing gives you more confidence than that. Change of angle for Sanchit Sharma. Is this going to be a day for Daniel Liaquat? Big in swinger, they're going to be scampering for a single. Certainly it was going to be missing out on the leg stump with the amount of swing that was achieved by Sanchit Sharma.
Well, that was an in-dipper to a left-hander, wasn't it? Certainly missing the leg stump. Sanchit Sharma is making the ball talk, isn't he? He's gone for 11 runs of his first 4 balls. Most importantly, also picking up the big wicket as well. Punish Suri on strike. Well, he crashes that over covers. Has that gone all the way? I'm sure the umpires will want to have a look. Well, you need some serious arm power to generate some lift like that.
Look at the amount of time that he has. The young Suri might have just gone all the way. What an incredible strike that is from the young Suri. 2 players. Ali Nasir. And then you have the Suri. Incredible stroke makers. This will be announced as a maximum. Tanish Suri will have a big smile on his face. Flat as it can get from the bat of Tanish Suri. It's proving out to be an expensive over. 17 runs from it. Final delivery coming in. And this will just slide down the leg. So 18 runs of it. Still a ball to spare. The Emirates Blues certainly have got a start that they would have been looking for. They've lost a couple of wickets. They won't mind it. Can they carry the momentum? That's the question. Right in the block hole. They're going to scamper for a single. So 19 runs coming. Rather 20 runs coming from the bowling of Sanchit Sharma. 34 for the loss of 2. Emirates Blues. "19 runs from the arm of Sanchit Sharma and one leg by means 20 runs in that over." And the very first delivery of Taimur results in the walking back of Tanish Suri, who was looking so good in the middle. Just 6 deliveries for his 19. Third wicket falls for the Emirates Blues. It's a game of seesaw. Every time that Emirates Blues are looking to be a little bit ahead in the game, Dubai work a way to pull them back. 19 is what Tanish Suri was able to achieve in the all-important finale as Emirates Blues lose their third wicket. Very first delivery of Taimur results in a wicket of Tanish Suri. Flicked on the leg side, looking for a quick single, gets a quick single.
Well, what a start. What a start here for Dubai. 35 for 3 are the Blues. The Dubai bowlers, they have certainly come out with a plan. And so far, they're executing their plans to perfection. 35 for 3. Daniel Liaquat. He will certainly hold the key along with batters like Usaid Amin. This is going to be a very, very crucial period. The next 2-3 overs will perhaps might seal the deal here for the Emirates Blues if they lose any further wickets. Taimur Bhatti, what a start to his spell. Picking up a wicket on the very first ball. Who did he pick? Well, and that too, the big wicket of Tanish Suri, who's been the man in form here for the Emirates Blues throughout this tournament. The second highest run scorer behind Ronak Panoli is now back in the dugout. And what a massive blow is that, Pranav, for the context of the game.
The way I look at it, Emirates Blues have come with a plan that every batter that goes to the middle is going to be playing with the intent, and in the process, even if they get to 50, 60, 70, 80 all out, doesn't matter, but they will play with a lot of intent, height being a factor of consideration, and that is where they will scamper for a couple of runs. Usaid Amin, I love the intent at the moment.
Well, intent is certainly great, but yeah, That's a very good decision there by the umpire. There's a hint of movement into the right hand on that occasion. But Pranav, the question that once again arises to my mind is the decisions of the umpire, the captains, in fact, at the toss. We saw it in the semi-finals. Both games, both teams choosing to bowl first and then ending up on the losing side. And then once again, Emirates Blues in this finals winning the toss, and again choosing to bowl first. Does that baffle you by any means?
In the semi-finals, yes. Those were the day and evening games, and that's where maybe I would have wanted the teams to be batting first. But then when you go into the all-important finale, I think it's a great idea to be chasing because you have the target in front of you. And 135 is not a lot in this format. With the kind of wicket it is, there is not a lot of lateral movement. And then with shots like that, you have runs on offer as well.
Well, runs are certainly will be on offer. With batters like Usaid Amin out there in the middle, who can certainly tonk a cricket ball to all parts of the park. And that's again a glorious 3 overs done, 42 for 3. So Yug Sharma, another exciting talent, comes into the attack to bowl the 4th over. Well, can he get a wicket here? Especially this man on strike, Daniel Liaquat. He can be devastating when he is at his best. This will be a single down towards long on. The Blues, well, I'd say that their lower orders have certainly been not tested as much as they'd like, because the top orders have been brilliant throughout the tournament. The likes of Tanish Suri and the likes of Ahmed Tariq, who've carried the battalion for the Emirates Blues throughout. So this is going to be a very interesting situation for these men in blue and how they cope up with this pressure.
Slower delivery. Slower bumper rather. I'm making a prediction. Yes, Ahmed Tariq has not been in the kind of form that he would have wanted to be. But in the final phases of this game, Ahmed Tariq will certainly have an opportunity to prove his worth, to prove his prowess. And that is where the actual performance matters, because whether he's performed previously or not doesn't matter. But in the important finale, if he can play that cameo of a knock at the peak time, it's all wiped under the blanket.
It's pulled in front of square. There is cover in the deep. Single there to Sedamin. And that's something perhaps also that the Emirates Blues can capitalize, is the left-hand, right-hand combination of Daniel Liaquat and Usaid Amin out there in the middle. It can be always quite tough for the bowlers to keep altering their lines. And this youngster, Yug Sharma, well, he certainly matured beyond his age. Good delivery. Very nicely bowled. Just a back of a length. Well, Daniel Liaquat, I just feel that he's not lived up to his reputation in this tournament.
Just like I said, you never know. Needs good 10 deliveries. Dania Liaquat. That's all that is required in the finale. At the moment, Dubai are just pulling the Blues back. Just a couple of runs of this over. They need a maximum now. This one needs to be tongued around. Dania Liaquat realizes it. But he's happy to rotate strike to long on.
Well, once again, a very important point to mention here is we've seen very often, even at the international stage, Pranav, that big players usually who find themselves out of form throughout a big event, for example, even like the World Cup, and then in the finals they come good and they play a belligerent knocker. An example like Adam Gilchrist in the 2007 World Cup final, and also perhaps someone like MS Dhoni, who did the same in the 2011 World Cup final. And a very similar instance where you had Kumar Sangakkar do the same in the 2014 World Cup final. 4 overs done, it's 46 for 3. Sanchit Sharma will continue. Another 89 more runs required of 36 balls. Required red climbing ever so slightly. It's touching close to 15 runs and over here. The Emirates Blues, they can ill afford to let that net run rate go beyond their reach. Goes hard, down the ground, and it's in the gap. A terrific hit there by Usaid Amin. Brilliant placement and timing.
They understand that Sanchit Sharma, with the gentle medium pace, can be a little dangerous to hold him towards the depth, and that's where they're using Sanchit Sharma a little early in the innings. Can this be the over that changes the tide of the game? Just 4 runs coming from that over of Yug. The very first delivery has been tongued for a boundary. What is the reason Sanchit Sharma has been brought in for the 5th over? Has he been brought in to pick up a wicket, or has he been brought in to finish his quota? Now don't forget, the Emirates Blues have a little bit of firepower in the lower middle order. Let's this one go. This is intelligent bowling from Sanchit Sharma. Really like the way he uses his talent, his limitations to his advantage. Bowling wide out of the arc of the right-hander, just inside that wide line. This is going to be a very important over. Started off with a boundary, was followed by a dot ball. Full toss. Fielder in the deep will just keep it down to a single. 5 runs of the first 3 deliveries. This has been a good over so far by Sanchit Sharma. They need 2 boundaries. One of them needs to be a maximum in the remaining 3 deliveries. Dania Liaquat is very much capable. I'm almost certain that this one is going to be tongued around, irrespective of wherever it is. The required run rate in excess of 15. They don't want to be don't want it to be going any higher than that. Where is the 6? Where is the 6? Slower delivery out of the arc of Dania Liaquat. It's all working in favor of Dubai at the moment.
Well, I just love the display of the skills of Sanchit Sharma right out there. He's been mixing it up nicely. Slower ball to Daniel Liaquat. Well, what's happened out there? Has he pulled a muscle while attempting that sweep? Looks like he's just going to be receiving some treatment, and I think he's holding his hamstring. That's a very, very bad sign for the Emirates Blues, as he looks in a lot of pain. Well, as things are not going to plan for Emirates Blues, on the other hand, everything that Dubai seemed to touch is turning into gold. There we go. Look at that replay. The moment he played that shot, he immediately seemed to be in discomfort. Look at that. Yes, he does seem to be in a lot of pain, isn't he, Daniel Liaquat? Seem to be struggling, and there we go, straight away holding his hamstring. That's a very, very bad news here for Emirates Blues. This can certainly come back to bite the Emirates Blues if Daniel Liaquat is not able to continue. Well, sometimes as a player, when you do get an injury in the middle of such an important game, sometimes it can also bring the beast out of you, isn't it? An example is that innings that Maxwell played for Australia when he was literally immovable, a similar injury, a hamstring injury, and he scored that brilliant double hundred to get Australia over the line.
At the moment, I don't think that Daniel Liaquat will be able to continue. He's removing his pads, and that signs that probably he's going to be walking out of this ground. He's in some serious pain. What that means is that probably he's going to be limping out of the ground. Hamstring can be very, very painful. I think just moments from now he's going to be carried out of the ground, because walking is going to be very, 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 very difficult.
Well, that's horrible news here. Horrible news here for the Emirates Blues. But more importantly, looking at the pain that Daniel Liaquat is in, well, you'll need to carry him out of the park, isn't it? It's a long walk back to the dugout. A spare thought, isn't it? Especially on a big game. No player wants to be put in such a situation. It's another big blow here for the Emirates Blues. One of their main batters, one of their most prolific run scorers. A man who can hit sixers at will in the death overs and in the middle overs. And arguably one of UAE's finest middle order batters. I highly doubt will take any more part in this finals of the Emirates D10 2026. Well, we'll just have to wait for a few more minutes as he struggles and he's hours to walk out of the park. And in walks a new batter. It's Awais Ali Shah at number 5. Not easy for new batters to get going straight away on this surface. They pick up a couple of runs. Well, this will certainly favor Dubai at this stage, isn't it, Pranav?
Sometimes it can work in favor of the batting side. It's a no-brainer that Liaquat was struggling in the middle, and I think it is for the betterment of his health that he's walked back. Two fierce strikers in the middle, Awais and Usaid. Dancing down the track, and a deflection from the runner allows them to get a single. Calculations are pretty much clear. Halfway mark of the second innings, 81 required of the final 5 overs at 16.20. I think it's going to be a tough ask, but Dubai Blues are going to be up to the task.
So it's Ramesh Shahzad who comes in to bowl. The sixth over of the innings. Were at the halfway stage, 54 for 3, and right now Dubai is bossing the game. Very good start there, floating it just outside off stump. They've got a long off and a deep extra cover. They've got a deep mid-wicket, a deep square and a long on in place for Ramesh Shahzad. Beautifully bowled once again. Not the right shot selection. Things going horribly wrong here for the Blues. Dubai in the driver's seat.
Don't write them off. Awais Ali Shah got 14 not out of 8 deliveries. So he has that capability of striking. And then we obviously know what Usaid Amin can do. Watch out for Tahir Zaman as well. He got 21 not out of 7 deliveries in the semi-final. So there is a little bit of firepower that is left with the Emirates Blue. Just the problem is that required run rate inching close to 18, and that's where they won't be very comfortable.
Well, it certainly does look like it's a steep slope to climb here. Well, has he middled that? Fielder positioning himself, but it just goes over his head. That's a very good hit there by Usaid Amin.
Watch out for Usaid Amin. He's a serious striker of the cricket ball. Very strongly built. He has a big backlift as well. And that's where even half a hits travel from his bat. Can he do that on a consistent basis for the next 4.5 overs? Fired it on the leg stump. This has gone through the gap as well. Might just get pulled in. They will be looking for the third. They're very quick between the wickets and they will go for the third.
Well, this is once again a great example of a team that's not ready to gift easy runs. Even in spite of being right at the top. A brilliant pace of effort. Saving one run. And that can sometimes be the difference between victory and defeat. As we saw in the second semi-finals between the Blues and the Sharjah. Winning by the barest of margins, just by 4 runs. That boundary that was saved by the Emirates Blues was the difference. Oh, that's bowled. Has he bowled him? No, in fact, some bat. Well, I thought for a second it hit the timber. A brilliant delivery, and what an over. In spite of being hit for a 6, it's still a very, very productive one for Dubai. 11 come off it, 6 done, 65 for 3. Four overs, 70 required. Can it be done? Or is it a distant dream? Only time will tell. Pranav, I need your honest expertise here. What are the chances for the Emirates Blues?
To be honest, bleak. 70 of 24 is not an easy task, but if they can get two 20-run overs, it's going to be very difficult. This is going to explain how difficult it is. Two 20-run overs and two 15-run overs. Miracles have happened in the past. Can this over from Taimur be an expensive one? Can it be close to 20? Ground shots won't help, and dot balls will certainly be against you.
Well, let's speak more about Dubai here, Pranav. They've been terrific throughout this campaign, haven't they? They've been a very well-oiled unit with the bat, with the ball on the field. They have some serious speedsters in the likes of someone like Taimur Bhatti, prolific run getters in the form of Ronak Panoli, Israr Ahmed, Aditya Shetty, all in the top 10 of the batting leaderboard in this Emirates D10. Certainly speaks volumes of this brilliant team under the captaincy of Ronak Panoli.
Above all of that, I have to be talking about Ali Nasir, because when Dubai were in trouble, he was the player who bailed them out. On a lot of occasions, Dubai were 50 for 5 and struggling. From there, Ali Nasir played blinder of a knocks to make sure that they got to 110, 120 and they won those games. And that is where they started believing in the depth of their side. And then in the finale, one, they were happy to bat first, take the challenge from the up front. They did that in the semi-finals as well. And two, they were happy to take a risk of the man in form, Ali Nasir, at number 3. When the first wicket fell very early, they wanted to attack, they wanted to play positive cricket. And that is what talks volume of a champion side.
Well, talking about champion sides, well, they consist of champions, don't they? And Ali Nazir, well, he certainly played like 1.5 today. Tremendous with the bat. What a knock that was. This one is over point and it's gone all the way for a maximum. Required run rate climbing almost above 20 plus now. But still, they are throwing the kitchen sink at it. Well, that's the end of the over. It's 7 done, it's 74 for 3. Well, that was the 6th of the last ball of the over. And that had cleared the infield with ease. Well, Pranav Mehta, well, we all know that the last 3 weeks have been nothing short of remarkable as far as the cricketing action has been concerned. But there's another cause for concern, is your departure from the UAE. Enjoyed your stay here over the last week or so, Pranav?
Oh, it's been astonishing. I've absolutely loved it. And what better can it be? Big shot. This is going to be travelling out of the ground. It's come from the meat of the bat of Awais. They've still not given it up. 20 runs per over for the final 3 overs. And the very first ball has been tonged for a maximum.
Well, is it too little too late here? 55 of 17 balls. Well, we've seen crazier things happen on a cricket field. But on a platform like this, UAE's most premier cricket tournament, The D10, the biggest of stages for all local cricketers, gracing the game here in this beautiful nation of the United Arab Emirates, and the most skilled taking part. The pressure, certainly speaking, will this be possible, will be the million-dollar question on the ears, on the eyes, and in the hearts of all our viewers. Seven runs coming off the first two balls from Yug Sharma. Well, he is a class act. He's got four more deliveries. Well, if my expertise on the game and what I've witnessed over the years, I just feel like there's a Yorker coming here from Yug Sharma right now for Usaid Amin. Oh, he tried it, but he's missed it. But still, the batter Usaid Amin got the toe end of the bat and a catch in the deep, and another one falls here for the Emirates Blues. Wickets falling in regular intervals and they're just not able to recover.
Incredible cricket from the Dubai. Usaid Amin was the much needed, probably the last warrior of Emirates Blues, is going to be walking back to the dugout. 28 of 17 deliveries for him. 54 required of the final 15 deliveries. It's almost done and dusted for Emirates Blues. That's exactly what I feel. Can they prove me wrong? Can they provide a miraculous performance? 81 for the loss of 4 as Tahir walks to the middle. Slower bumper. Very effective. This is good cricket from Yug Sharma. Every passing delivery makes it impossible for the Emirates Blues.
What a delivery. Yug Sharma mixing it up very nicely here. Went for the wide Yorker early on, missed his length. And Usaid Amin mistiming it down the throat of the long off field, and now he's come up with a brilliant bouncer to welcome Tahir Zaman to the crease. Look at that, again a brilliant delivery. Dubai in the driver's seat. 81 now on the board, one more delivery remaining. And this is once again another brilliant over from this talented, skilled left arm medium pacer.
Almost done and dusted here. Emirates Blues in the finale. 54 to get in 13 deliveries. Every ball needs to be a boundary, but this one's going to be turning out into a wicket. Tahir Zaman is going to be walking back as the fifth victim of Emirates Blues as Yug Sharma picks up another wicket.
What a delivery once again. Going full at this time. Batter expecting that shot. Slower bouncer again. Was caught on the back foot. Feet not moving anywhere. Tahir Zaman's breezy knock in the semi-finals. But in these all-important finals does not come good. He goes for a duck. Blues lose another.
Unbelievable striking. This is very, very good. Hit it straight through the line. Ali Nasir has been so good. Slow delivery out of the arc. Ali Nasir not really happy. He cannot be happy with anything.
Well, heart pumping, isn't it? That's the kind of high octane cricket we've had here. This entire duration of the Emirates D10, the 2026 version has been nothing short of remarkable for players, for us broadcasters, and even for all the viewers around the world that follow UAE cricket very closely. Well, this has been tonged down the ground. It's in the gap, and the fielder does extremely well. And I think that's Amar Badami in the deep. Get a couple of runs.
Now you have to agree with me. The quality of broadcast has been exceptional. The facilities here at Sharjah Cricket Stadium. The way the ball has been followed, the camera work, the graphics, everything top notch. And that is where all these 7 teams that contested in this competition would have a big smile, because irrespective of whoever wins the final, I think it is the Emirates Cricket Board that has won at the end of the day.
Well, they certainly have. They also say with quality productions and quality cricket comes renewed interest. And if there is no interest, where is the demand gonna be? And once again, all thanks to our viewers as well. And that's a dismissal as we speak. Awais Ali perhaps just getting a slight outside edge, and in the process has to depart. No, in fact, it's not. So I thought, well, that was celebrating. 92 for 5.
Final over. Single to long on. Ramiz. Slow delivery, tonged. Lot of height, lot of distance as well. Will get a maximum. Too late. But they won't mind it.
Well, it's the game done and dusted. It's now the bragging rights, isn't it? Just try and get as many runs as possible. Once again, Rami Shahzad showing us why he's a wily old fox, isn't he? Bowling the slower balls, not giving any pace for the batters to play arms with. But we got 3 more deliveries remaining. 99 on the board. Comes down the pitch. He's tonged this over mid-wicket. And the catch goes down. That's Ammar Badami once again. Well, it does not matter, as with that single, the 100 comes up for the Blues.
Inside part of the bat, and ball never travelled, taking that a little too easy, Ammar Badami, but he wouldn't mind it. He understands that these are just mere formalities. Final delivery. Bottom edge, and it will get to the bowler only. Or is there a ball to spare still?
Well, there certainly is a ball to spare. So here we go. The Dubai dugout all ready to run out. Here we go. Skied up in the air. It does not matter where the ball goes. It has gone for a 6. But that is the moment of victory here for Dubai. 42 electrifying games, 7 teams, 3 weeks of continuous live action, and finally it comes to this very moment. Dubai have emerged the winners of the Emirates D10 2026 at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium, winning the finals by 29 runs. And a massive congratulations to the Men in Blues. They've been tremendous, they've been outstanding, they've been electrifying, and certainly worthy of winners of this magnificent tournament.
Won't be wrong in saying that Ronak Panoli, the captain of Dubai, has led Dubai from the front with his bat. The highest run scorer of this tournament, Ronak Panoli, has lit the tournament on fire, and he's made sure that his side, on the kind of form that he was carrying, went into the finale. He's taken courageous decisions. He did promote Keswani right at the top in the semi-finals, did promote Ali Nasser to number 3 in the finale. Those are the kind of decisions that have assisted in making sure that Dubai are the crowned champions of the Emirates D10 2026. It has been a splendid performance from Dubai all throughout the tournament. They've been the lone warriors. They've been the star champions. They've been shining bright as the sole stars. And towards the end, they're going to be glittering at the prize distribution ceremony as well.
And they certainly will carry these celebrations through into the night, isn't it? Well, what facility we've had here at this iconic, beautiful Sharjah Cricket Stadium to host this massive and magnificent event. Well, all kudos to the ground staff, to the production crew, and not to forget the players, the team management, the broadcasters, and most importantly, even to the Emirates Cricket Board itself for organizing this brilliant tournament. And last but not least, to forget the ground crew who've created these brilliant facilities. And it's certainly been a tremendous success, and this is only going to get bigger and better with years to come, Pranav.
Certainly no two thoughts about it. Dubai are going to be celebrating and partying through the night. It's the weekend here in the United Arab Emirates. A moment of commiserations for Emirates Blues. They've been very good throughout the tournament as well. They haven't clinched the finale, but they've been great fighters through the tournament. They've been one of those teams to watch out for, and that's where my heart goes, to the very young Emirates Blues.
Well, Emirates Blues did come second best. They've emerged runners up here, but that does not take the fact out of how much of quality cricket they've played throughout the tournament. And that is the scorecard of the finals for the Emirates Blues. It's a sorry state, so to say the least, but spare a thought for these youngsters. Taimur Ali out for a duck. Tanis Suri, the second highest run scorer in the tournament, not clicking at the most important stage. Aftab Al and Daniel Liaquat, well, very unfortunate for Liaquat on that occasion, getting retired hurt due to a hamstring injury. And Usaid Amin tried his best, was just not enough. And then Awais Ali Shah gave it his all, 35 or 20 not out. But, well, the score that's being set by Dubai was a bit too steep for the likings of the Emirates Blues.
Talking about the bowling of Dubai, they were spot on, especially Taimur Bhatti. With that kind of an economy, 1 for 15 and Yug Sharma 2 for 11. Those two bowlers broke the back of Dubai, broke the back of Emirates Blues, I beg your pardon. 1 wicket apiece for Sanchit Sharma and Ali Nazir as well. And that's where Dubai were always calling the shots in the middle on the back of all these 5-star bowlers. To see how it all transpired in this game. We have the highlight.
Well, here we go. This is all how it began, isn't it? It began with the pendulum swinging towards Dubai's stride straight away. Wickets kept tumbling in regular intervals. Early wicket there, Taimur Ali departing. And then Tanish Suri showing us why he was categorized as one of the best batters in the tournament. Got a start, but unfortunately was not able to capitalize. Runs kept coming thick and fast. Some glorious shots there, square of the wicket. And behind the wicket as well. To all parts of the park, the Emirates Blues batters, they certainly showed us what quality cricket truly means, with some really talented youngsters coming through the ranks and coming extremely good in this brilliant tournament. But unfortunately, the score being a bit too steep. That was Yug Sharma for you. He was perhaps the find of the tournament. A youngster certainly making a very serious name for himself. And then Usaid Amin right there towards the end. Well, and Awais Ali Shah just putting the finishing touches, and that was the celebrations that just began. And these celebrations will certainly go on towards the latter part of the night. This will continue on the stadium, back on the way back home, and certainly thoroughly deserved. It's been 13 matches for Dubai with 11 victories under them, including the finals, which has been a brilliant one for them. And once again, a team that has played like champions, that has played like true ambassadors of the game. And these are the youngsters that will certainly be the flagship carriers, who will be the flag bearers of UAE cricket as we walk into the bright future that we look forward to, with many good things to come for these youngsters and for UAE cricket on the whole. What magnificent pictures here. Brilliant pictures certainly in the making. Well, we will take a short break, and when we come back, we will have the post-match presentation. Well, before that, we'll have a quick look at the match summary, where Dubai batting first, scoring a mammoth 134 for 2 in this grand finale. And it was all thanks to that man, Ali Nazir, with the bat. What a belligerent knock. A strike rate of almost 300, 86 of 33. Ronak Panoli, the captain, once again as destructive as he's been throughout the tournament. 6 half centuries to his name, very close to making a 7th, 40 of 23. And then Ajay Khan for Emirates Blues picking up 2 wickets. And in response, Emirates Blues 105 for 5 is all that they managed to get, with Dubai winning by 29 runs. Pick of the bowlers being obviously Yug Sharma again. Very economical, 2 for 11 of his 2 overs. Taimur Bhatti, the speedster, picking up a wicket apiece along with Ali Nazir, who's been a brilliant and had a brilliant night with the bat and with the ball. So huge congratulations to Team Dubai and commiserations to Emirates Blues. We will take a short break. When we come back, we will have the grand finale, the presentation ceremony, where we will have some esteemed guests within our presence as well. Do stay tuned.
From the first ball to the final blow, it has been a festival of fearless cricket. What a tournament we witnessed. It had everything, early drama, stunning comebacks and some breathtaking performances. Congratulations to Team Dubai and commiserations to Team Emirates Blues. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to the post-match presentation of the grand finale of Emirates D10 2026. Before we begin, we would like to thank our partners, our principal partner, Dafa News, broadcast and production partner, ITW and TPT 360, a valuable partner, FanCode. It's time for me to introduce you to the presentation party. We are privileged to have amongst us Mr. Andrew Russell, the Tournament Director, ECB, Mr. Amin Farooq, Honorary General Secretary, Dubai Cricket Council, and Mr. Iftikhar Ali, Honorable Match Referee. We'll now begin with the individual awards. The first one, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, will honor the player of the final, and it goes to Ali Nasir for his brilliant all-round performance, 86 of 33 and 1 for 25. Ali, congratulations. You've been handling the middle order, but you were promoted up the order. You've taken that responsibility and you've delivered today.
Yeah, firstly, thank you to Mr. Amin Farooq. He, believed in my batting and he, let me go up in the top 3, top 4. So I was happy to obviously, give some runs to the team today and obviously, we won today. So it was a good feeling overall.
Well, you lost Nilansh Keswani earlier on. What was the surface behaving like when you went out to bat?
I think credit to the ECB bowlers. They bowled really well in the first couple of overs. The ball was moving around. So our plan was just, give ourselves some time and then hopefully towards the end just try and, lift off and get some quick runs.
Thank you for talking to us. Enjoy the occasion.
Thank you.
Well, that is Ali Nasir for his brilliant all-round performance. I now request Mr. Amin Farooq to award the player of the tournament, and it goes to Ronak Panoli for his all-round brilliance. 471 runs and 4 wickets. Congratulations, Ronak. We'll have a chat with you a little later. I would now like to request the skipper of Emirates Blues, Ahmed Tariq, to have a chat with us, please. Ahmed, tough result tonight. How do you sum up the journey?
Yeah, I think it was a great learning for us. The way Ali played, it was a very special innings from a special player. And I think the credit goes to the Dubai boys, the way they have played. And just a matter of small mistakes, inshallah, we'll cover this and then come back stronger.
Well, your team has shown remarkable character. Tell us what has impressed you the most throughout the tournament.
I think the way the boys have played, our bowlers, batsmen, and the fielding department have certainly come up. And then hopefully the guys are going to perform next, and then we'll try to win, inshallah, the next series.
What are the positives that you like to take it from the tournament of this magnitude?
I think the way the boys have gelled up and played the cricket throughout till the finals, that has been exceptional, and just a matter of a bad day. So hopefully cover this and then win the next one.
Well, thank you for chatting with us. I request Mr. Andrew Russell to hand over the runners-up trophy to Ahmed Tariq, the skipper of Emirates Blues. Ladies and gentlemen, they've been dominant throughout the tournament. Losing side, ending up on a losing side tonight, but they were done exceptionally well. Ahmed Tariq, the skipper. I now request the winning captain of Dubai, Ronak Panoli, to have a chat with us. Champions of Emirates D10 2026, what does this mean to you?
I don't have words to explain how I'm feeling right now. I'm really proud of my boys, the way they've stepped up throughout the tournament, and it's a really special feeling coming to Sharjah Stadium and lifting our first D tournament after 6 years in the works. I'm really short of words right now.
Well, you've designed a template of playing that fearless cricket. I mean, was it a planned approach to have Nilansh Keswani in the semi-final to be promoted up the order and then Ali Nasir?
Yeah, I think we wanted to use a shorter boundary throughout the game. That's why they were hitting the ball pretty well throughout the tournament. Didn't get that many opportunities to prove their worth. But I think the way they've played in the semi and the final, Nilansh and Ali Nasir respectively, I think one of the sole reasons why we've won both the games pretty well.
fast-paced format. You've got to take those critical decisions. Was it challenging for you as a skipper?
Yeah, at times it was challenging because oppositions like Emirates Blues, they put you under pressure at different occasions of the game. But I think the way we handled pressure, it was top notch, and I think we deserve to be champions.
Well, absolutely. You played exceptionally well. I now request Mr. Andrew to hand over the Champions Trophy to the skipper of Dubai, Ronak Panoli. Ladies and gentlemen, I request the team to join Ronak Panoli. It has been a brilliant outing. The team Dubai can join Ronak Panoli. There you are. History scripted, hearts captured, and champions have been crowned. Thank you, ECB, Sharjah Stadium, the crew members, and the match official for a successful tournament. That concludes our post-match presentation. It's Rizwan signing off. Good night and God bless.
नहीं नहीं